as an aberration.
I think what Gareth meant by an aberration was that it had erupted in Dili, which is one of 27 Indonesian provinces with elements of the armed forces in it, and it was not directed from Jakarta.
I don't think the killing of perhaps as many as 180 people is an aberration. I think that was an extraordinary statement by Gareth Evans. I believe it was a deliberate step by the Indonesian military to show the young Timorese that their moves towards agitating for self-determination and independence just simply weren't acceptable.
I think they have planned the massacre before. The Indonesian army threatened the people openly at that time. In October, September to October, they came to people houses and said that, well, if you do any demonstrations, we will kill you.
We have interviewed a number of people who have given evidence that the survivors of those killings in 1991, many of them were themselves killed.
That is completely untrue.
Why should these people lie to us? You know, we have names and places, and these are people who actually speak to us in fear of their personal safety. Why should they lie to us?
Again, as a political observer, I think you should understand that in politics, you can pursue your objective by throwing dirt. You know, this is politics. You know. We should not be too naive.
We can now reveal that a second unreported massacre took place that day and the following day, bringing the total number of people murdered and missing to more than 400.
After they stopped shooting, those who had survived, the ones who could have been saved because they were only wounded in the legs and arms, they were stabbed with bayonets. The ones still inside the cemetery who were still breathing, but lying on the ground, their heads were crushed with rocks until they died.
So you actually saw the Indonesian soldiers bayoneting the survivors, did you?
Yeah.
They picked up all the bodies, including me, and took us away in a truck. It was a Mercedes.
The bodies were loaded onto a Hino Mercedes truck. According to my colleague, who himself unloaded the bodies, some of them are still alive. Not all had died.